Something I get asked quite a lot is how and why my focus shifted from weight loss to overall health and well-being. And honestly, part of that change is what eventually led me to becoming a gut health practitioner and wellness coach in the first place. But first, let's talk about a few realities around why diet culture is so toxic. One of the biggest problems is the constant yo-yo dieting between what I call social media influencer diets. There's so much restriction. Entire food groups are being eliminated. 1 minute it's low carb, then it's carnivore, then it's vegan, then it's fasting, then it's cutting calories into starvation mode. And what many women don't realize is that over time, this can significantly wreck your gut health as well as your metabolism. So yes, people lose weight, but we also know that many of these people gain it back again. Otherwise, this wouldn't be a multi-million-dollar industry. I simply could not keep living that way. There was no long-term sustainable solution in any of this for me. There are also many women who are already more prone to metabolic dysfunction, thyroid dysfunction, endocrine disruption, insulin resistance, hormonal imbalance, chronic inflammation. I'm one of them, and you might be too. I have a thyroid that can't produce enough thyroid hormone on its own, so I rely on synthetic hormone support. I also have sluggish liver detox pathways, all of that severely disrupting my metabolic function. And at some point, I had to make a decision. I could either keep swimming upstream against a system that was never designed with my body type in mind, or I could work with what I knew was possible. A great relationship with food and optimal gut health. Without focus or plan, weight loss followed on its own. And I know this confuses people sometimes because I still do carry an extra little weight. But realistically, I would rather not destroy my health trying to force my body into a shape that comes at the expense of my well-being. When I first had this realization, I was still 30 to 35 kilograms overweight. That's over 70 pounds, and completely stuck on that yo-yo train. There were times that I was so laser focused on weight loss that my health markers were still terrible. Triglycerides were high. Inflammation was high. I still had insulin resistance. All borderline, but enough to tell me that something wasn't plain textbook. So yes, the scale was moving, but internally my body was suffering. That was the moment something had to change. So instead of asking, how do I lose weight as fast as possible? The question became, how do I give my body the best possible chance to live well? My environment became important. My nervous system became important. Sleep became important. Less stress became important. Living a purpose-driven life became important. Movement became important. For the first time in a very long while, I wanted to live my best life with a healthy body. And to do that, I had to create a life that was actually conducive to health. That also took reckoning. What was driving my patterns and habits? Why was I comfort eating? Why did I need to reward myself with food? Why couldn't I say no to the pastries on the buffet table? I was losing weight because I was becoming healthier, not despite my health. Because I wanted to look after myself. Because I was done abandoning myself. Because I knew my life was valuable to me, not to those I thought I could impress with a smaller dress size. So, if you are losing weight while wrecking your body in the process, who are you really doing it for? These are the hard truths